Hey, what's going on guys, welcome back. So ASRock Korea releases statement on Ryzen 9000 CPU damage from 800 series motherboards, confirms BIOS update coming soon. ASRock is intended to release new BIOS version 3.25 for 800 series motherboard, which main aim is fixing issue with the Ryzen 9000 owners dying CPUs. Also takes responsibility for damaged CPU and motherboard. Now that is what company needs to do if something is wrong with your product. Entertain the warranty and satisfy the customers, and that is how to gain customers trust in your product, that if anything does happen to your product, company got your back. ASRock 800 series motherboard have been linked to several CPU failures, especially with the Ryzen 7 9800X 3D. Reports have surfaced indicating that the ASRock motherboards have compatibility issue with Ryzen 9000 CPUs, particularly concerning PBO, which seems to have led to actual physical damage to the CPU itself. Despite ASRock's conducting investigation and rolling out updates BIOS version, the incidents continue to occur. Now ASRock Korea said, quote unquote, ASRock Korea takes the recent AMD 800 series motherboard issues experienced by some users very seriously and will follow up with you to protect your trust. That's what I said earlier, trust of consumers in your product must remain strong. ASRock has revealed a new BIOS update based on AMD GeForce 1.2.03D, designated as version 3.25 according to the company's South Korea branch. This update will soon be available on ASRock's official website. The new BIOS aims to improve compatibility between Ryzen CPU and 800 series motherboard, while also fine-tuning PBO technology to ensure more stable system performance. In another statement, ASRock also states, ASRock is continuously monitoring the performance and stability of the platform and will provide a firmware update as soon as possible if any issues are identified. In addition, if the systems you are using is damaged due to the issue, we will take responsibility measures for both CPU and the motherboard distribution through the official domestic importer. And please submit the case through ASRock Korea official distributor for diagnosis and processing. ASRock Korea will continue to listen to the voice of our dear customers and do our best to remain a trusted brand. Now ASRock has taken responsibility for both damaged CPUs and motherboards. While most issues involve CPU damage, if the motherboard is affected by a burnt CPU, ASRock promises to address both components. The issue has persisted for months with no permanent fix. While it's good that ASRock is covering damaged hardware, the lengthy RMA process remains a hassle as usual. Hopefully, the upcoming BIOS update will finally resolve the problem, but time as always will tell. Next up for today is Nvidia CEO discuss gaming without focusing on AI for the first time in years. Calling the Nintendo Switch 2's chip the most advanced available, Nvidia CEO Jensen praises the Switch 2's Tegra chip as a technological marvel, claiming it will deliver unmatched performance. Nvidia has shifted focus from gaming to AI, but Jensen made a surprise appearance to the Creators Voice segment to discuss the Switch 2. He praises the console chip as unlike anything before, offering performance far beyond any other mobile chip, while honoring Nintendo's Satoru Iwata. And some of the highlights, Nvidia CEO states, quote, the chip inside Nintendo Switch 2 is unlike anything we have built before. It brings together three breakthroughs: the most advanced graphics ever in the mobile device, full hardware ray tracing, and high dynamic range for brighter highlights and deeper shadows, and an architecture that supports backward compatibility, dedicated AI processor to sharpen animated and enhance gameplay in the real time, and it's ultra low power. That's the key point. The Nintendo 2 Switch chip details remain unclear, but it's likely feature an Ampere architecture with 1536 CUDA cores running at 561 MHz handheld and 1007 MHz docked. The CPU could be an 8-core ARM Cortex A7BC reaching up to 1.7 GHz, while Jensen claims about it being the faster mobile chip may not hold against AMD, what AMD is offering. The Switch 2 isn't marketed purely as a handheld. However, the switch to use of Nvidia's DLSS technology could be the key in its performance in demanding games. It was refreshing to hear Jensen speaking about the gaming again, and we hope this continues, as I am truly fed up about hearing AI this, AI that, and AI how. I mean, come on, guys. First, we had the Zotac gaming card, which were tempered in China, and instead of 5090, the box was packed with backpacks. And now this AORUS drama, where the RTX 5090 GPU box was packed with rice and pasta. What a funny world we are living in. The scam have now hit a new record. You paid $3,000 for a GPU and you receive macaroni. Sadly, that's what happened to this customer. So the story goes, a Redditor purchased an AORUS RTX 5090 from Amazon in Netherlands. To his surprise, the box was filled with rice and pasta in his package. Now, as you know, guys, already with RTX 5090 in short supply, buyers are chasing deals, sometimes falling for scams. This customer ordered an AORUS Master RTX 5090 from Amazon Netherlands, but received grocery and unidentifiable old GPU. Instead, the box was filled with rice and pasta to match the expected weight, showing how widespread and risky these scams can be even in Europe. Now, according to Redditor, he had been saving for a GeForce RTX 5090 for a whole year. Poor guy. Interestingly, he opted for Amazon due to the retailer's popularity, and he had good experience in the past. Amazon had listed this GPU as new, and it was shipped over from a retailer in Spain, making a few stops in between. Well, we aren't aware of where the content of the package were changed. It is disappointing to see such a large retailer not having a check for the items being sold on their platform. However, the Redditor claims that he isn't too optimistic about whether he will get a refund from Amazon, and the process has already been initiated. But given the Europe's buyer protection policy, it is certain that he will get compensated. It won't be wrong to say that anyone can fall victim to this scam, and it is pretty easy to fall into, especially if you are unaware of the seller and the general policies.